our loving father and brother in the department. Meron siyang FSC sa huli, which stands for, meron bang may alam ng FSC?
We don't have 1,000 pesos prize
1,000 prize from brother.
for that question.
Ang chismis daw, ang FSC daw ay father of several children. Yun daw yun. Pero to be exact, there are 23 million students under his tutelage and care. May I welcome the Secretary of Education, Brother Armin A. Luistro, FSC.
Magandang umaga, Pilipinas! Mayong aga, Victorias! Mayong buntag, Visayas! I will introduce our keynote speaker later on, but now we wish to thank him together with our two legislators who are present today, Congressman Alfredo Benitez and Congressman Evelio Leonardia, especially for the budget that they will pass very, very, very soon. Salamat din. The biggest budget that the Department of Education in history has ever gotten since 2010 in the Aquino administration. Our budget for 2015 would have increased more than 107%. Madamo gid na salamat to the Senate and to the House for approving our budget. Thank you very much to our beloved Governor Alfredo Marañon and to our host city Mayor Francis Palanca, together with our city councilors and the city administration, for allowing this grand World Teachers' Day celebration to be hosted in Victorias and in the province. This is our national celebration. Madamo gid nga salamat. Of course, to DepEd's partners in the National Teachers Month Coordinating Council, with our visionary co-chair, Chito Sobrepeña, maraming salamat. Our Teachers Month celebration, together with the freebies, as well as the many activities nationwide, would not have pushed this far without your leadership, effort, tears, and help. Madamo kini salamat. To my beloved DepEd family, represented by our regional directors, I see Director Lilith Yu and John Siena was here also. Director Ike Dulangon cannot join us, but to all my beloved DepEd family, thank you for all the support to the reforms in education. Pero syempre, sa akong ginugma ng mga maestro kag maestra, ang akong mga palangga, Happy Teachers Day. We are in the city of Sugarland. We are in the province that produces for the world the best sugar. And one time, in a cabinet meeting, because I come from the province of Batangas, and we were on the third hour of our cabinet meeting, I quietly asked the waiter to give me a cup of coffee. As the President, Benigno S. Aquino III, was seriously discussing national matters of grave consequence, I quietly reached out for the mas bubado in front of me. and put into my black coffee 1, 2, 3 heaping teaspoons of sugar. I thought the president was not looking. In the middle of our serious cabinet meeting, he stopped, looked at me, and said, "Brother, you put too much sugar in your coffee." I turned red, looked at him and said, "Mr. President, I have to help the Negros industry. But so that I will not die of diabetes, like all Ilonggos, I did not stir the sugar at the bottom of my cup." Beloved teachers, as I was coming here to Victorias, I could see the hectares and hectares of sugar land. And I remembered the difficulty, the hard labor, the toil, the tears that brings sugar to every table in the Philippines and in the world. And I could not help but remember that as we celebrate World Teachers' Day, the sugar in our coffee and in every concoction in the world allows us to also taste of sweetness only because there are more than 620,000 Filipino teachers allowing sweetness to be nurtured and cared for from kinder all the way to graduate school. The Philippines will not be as sweet without the pain, the tears, the labor, and the smiles of all of you, my beloved teachers. For you, madamo gid nga salamat. Do you know that the biggest workforce in government belong to teachers? With close to, if I include CHED, TESDA, and private school teachers, we should have close to 700,000 teachers in the Philippines. Do you want to start a revolution? Do you want to change whatever you see in the country today? Do you know that without any pistols, no Armalite, no tear gas, no canyons, if all the teachers in the Philippines start to move as one, we can start the biggest revolution in the country. Thank you to our uniformed personnel who are here today. We will not start the revolution you think we are dreaming about. The revolution in education is a revolution that will change the country and bring about all of the dreams and hopes of our young people. Today, we celebrate the heroism of many teachers. Many of our heroes have their monuments. And during our celebration of Heroes Day, we remember them with flowers. But I tell you, we do not need dead heroes. If we want to transform our country, we need living heroes. Marami naman ng mga teachers na naging heroes na. I remember you must have remembered Teacher Lorna from Zamboanga Talisayan Elementary School. A madman entered the campus, started stabbing anyone on sight. Teacher Lorna, a new teacher, Hairi, Muslim, was stabbed dead. When I visited the family, they told me Teacher Lorna was stabbed at the back. I asked why. They said because as the attacker came to hurt her students, Teacher Lorna embraced her students, put her body against the attacker, and was able to stop them from hurting her students. In the process, she was killed on her first year as a DepEd teacher. While we have many teachers who are heroes in the Philippines today, I wish to bring before you a teacher who is very much alive, a hero also in another very recent experience of a bad time in Pangasinan National High School. An active policeman went overboard and started shooting 3 teachers inside the campus. Teacher Evangeline was teaching her last period last month in Pangasinan National High School. She told her students to duck on the floor, close the door, put all of the furniture in the classroom against the door, hoping and praying that the attacker would not discover that there were students inside her class. Sadly, the attacker entered her class, banging against the door, and with the force of his weight, was able to open the door. What did Teacher Evangeline do? She asked her students to stay calm. The attacker entered the classroom, brought with him a hand grenade, put it on top of the teacher's table, and was about to pull the pin. Teacher Evangeline engaged the attacker in as calm a voice as she could, and she said, "Mama, do you know that my students have many dreams?" The attacker sat on the teacher's table and told Teacher Evangeline and her class, "I used to have many dreams also." And Teacher Evangeline started to converse with him about his 3 children, about his dreams in life, as she was calming down the attacker. In 15 minutes, the police were able to reach Pangasinan National High School. And with the foresight and good judgment of Teacher Evangeline, was able to urge the attacker to surrender to the police, thus saving the lives of 45 students and herself. Did you hear about Teacher Evangeline? No. You heard about the teachers who died and the attack. Because good news and heroism are never written about. Today, I share with you the heroism of all of you, my beloved teachers, and ask you to share your story. Because every single day that you spend in the classroom is a day of living heroism. And it is a story that is worth sharing. Finally, I am happy that we watched the great performance of our mascara dancers. I was told that mascara is a great smiling celebration. Everyone is supposed to smile. And if you don't have the energy to smile, you can put on a mask, a smiling mask, a forever smiling mask. It is a beautiful celebration, except you Negrenses know that this was conceptualized at a time of great crisis in the island of Negros, when nothing but tears are in the front pages of international magazines. How did the Negrense change the world? They created a festival and urged fellow Negrenses to smile and bring back hope to the province, to the island, to the Philippines, and to the world. Salamat, Negros, for teaching us how it means to smile again. Today, on World Teachers' Day celebration, that is what every teacher brings before the world. Only in the Philippines do we celebrate anything and everything by taking pictures. I think every teacher has a camera, if not a telephone, mobile with a camera. Last night, I was in a famous Bacolod Kalea house. I was incognito, trying to sip my coffee. But in between, some of you came over to take hundreds of pictures. Hundreds of pictures. Every single picture urges one to smile. The best lesson that Filipino teachers share to our students, most especially during a time of crisis, is our heartfelt smile. For you and for the many smiles you bring, the sweetness that comes from many years and days of toil and tears, madamo gid na salamat to all of our teachers. I cannot take pictures with all of you. It will be too difficult. But know that in my heart, I have selfies of all of you smiling. Happy, happy, happy Teachers' Day. To make you smile even more, I asked, we will not have picture taken. I asked permission from the President to share with 21 lucky teachers the use of, not the ownership, the use of 21 laptops, Asus. This is actually, we will get 7 from each of the regions. You can use the laptops, but it's not your property. That's government property. It came from customs, smuggled into the Philippines, caught by honest customs people, but now offered for use for teachers. 2,000 will be given for use of our mobile teachers, and other 500 will be used by our teachers who are involved in the disaster risk offices. But we are reserving 21 for lucky, smiling teachers from Region 6, 7, and 8. They will be announced later. a gift from President Benigno S. Aquino III. And finally, you can reserve your biggest smile for our keynote speaker. You know him. I do not have to introduce him a lot, except that he is one of the most important legislators. Because, do you think the president can run for a second term? That is the big discussion now. But do you know that the Senate President can run many terms over and over again? Senator Franklin Drilon, our Senate President, is on his 4th term. He's not recycled because every time he comes into the leadership, he's able to push for the most important reforms, including in education. But the most important characteristic of our keynote speaker is he is a 100% product of the public school system. From Baluarte Elementary School in Molo, Iloilo, to UP Iloilo High School and the UP Diliman, Quezon City, Senate President Franklin Drilon brings out the best and is the fruit of all the labor of all of our persevering public school teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you our guest of honor, Senate President Franklin Drilon.